The commanding officer of the Australian Task Force's Civil Affairs Unit, Lieutenant Colonel Kevin Latchford of Mossman, New South Wales, completes his 12-month tour of duty today. One of his last acts is an inspection of a windmill being constructed at the village of Long Toan, 7 miles south of the Task Force base at Nui Dat in Phuoc Tuy province. The windmill, like numerous other projects being undertaken by the Civil Affairs Unit, is to assist the Vietnamese government authorities improve the standard of living for the people. Colonel, what is the role of your unit?
Well, Ross, it's twofold. The first part of it is that of civil affairs, which covers the whole range of coordination and liaison between the task force and the military forces and the civilian population and authorities of this province. And the second one, of course, is the conduct of military civic action under the Civic Action Program in the development and construction and assistance to the population and the authorities in the province of Phuoc Tuy.
And how is the unit composed?
Well, we've got a unit establishment of 10 officers and 44 NCOs and soldiers, and it consists of a number of sections. The engineering section that you see here in operation building this mill, a medical section with a doctor and medical assistants to carry out medcap and professional medical treatment to people in rural areas. The education detachment of 2 officers and some NCOs who act as the education advisors to the provincial authorities and also teach English at the provincial secondary schools, English as a foreign language. And finally the liaison detachment that gathers my intelligence, CA intelligence around the province and carries out the detailed liaison between the village and provincial district officials, the American advisors and units of the task force in carrying out our task here.
How often do you visit Australian civic action projects?
Well, I'd say on an average at least once a day during my tour here. I think over the year I've travelled on roads in the province about 9,500 miles. But as you know, we work simultaneously on a number of separate projects, and it requires this liaison coordination visits to be done very regularly. Well, under the 1968-69 Military Civic Action Program, Ross, we've built 19 additional classrooms at elementary schools throughout the province. Each one of these classrooms accommodates 50 children, so you can see there's been an extension of the number of children who can go to school. And this has been done in cooperation with the Vietnamese Education Department, who are also in this expansion construction program.
How effective has your unit been in providing the villagers with security?
Well, Ross, in our activities here in the last 2 years, we've done quite a lot of economic developmental work in hamlets throughout the province. And I think to my observation over the last 12 months, we've assisted the villagers in all these areas to improve their economic position and their standard of life.
Why don't the Viet Cong destroy these facilities you're constructing for the people?
Well, Ross, in all these community development facilities we've produced, such as markets and schools and this hamlet water supply system, we feel that we're filling a long-felt want in the development of these facilities in this area, and the VC would do themselves more harm than good by destroying these facilities after we've built them.
Colonel, what contribution has the task force made to the extension of education?
In addition, of course, we've built a number of facilities, additional classrooms and a library and science block at the provincial high school, and we've also built a classroom block at the new high school, which has just gone into operation at Dat Do. In addition to this, we provide furniture, sporting equipment, toilet facilities. We've built 12 toilets at various schools in the province, and as I said earlier, at the provincial high schools we have these Australian Army teachers teaching English as a foreign language.